VIP observers on the patio of the Officers' Beach Club on Parry Island are illuminated by the explosion of an 81-kiloton bomb, part of Operation Greenhouse, April 8, 1951. A rabbit used to check for leaks at a sarin production plant, Rocky Mountain Arsenal, Colorado, United States, March 20, 1970. On the right is a postage stamp vending machine. The sign reads, "Postage Stamp Refilling Machine." Eazy-E and Snoop Dogg, 1990s. London traffic jams, 1920s. Volunteers line up to defend their city from invading Americans, 1914. Veracruz, Mexico was occupied by the United States Navy for 7 months. British-American actress Evelyn Anker's 1940s. Volvo cars demonstrating their durability, 1980s. A German soldier in transforming armour, Germany, 1916. Civil Defence Day, Prague, 1932. Sean Penn punches paparazzi, New York, 1986. Marilyn Monroe being shown how to operate an anti-aircraft gun at the USS Benham, June 19, 1951. A body armour suit that was tested in the United States in 1958. It can withstand rifle shots and protects everything, including the legs. Elvis meeting Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, Princess Margareta of Sweden, and Princess Astrid of Norway in 1960. At the Hermitage, 1931. Breakfast tea is passed between carriages on a train from Peshawar to Lahore, 1983. This is what a totally safe, totally not dangerous chairlift looked like in the 1950s. This is what the Brooklyn Bridge looked like while it was under construction. Pygmy family posing with European man for scale, 1921. Princess Elizabeth inspecting Canadian troops, 1951. An Essen resident shakes his fist at a captured American pilot. Germany, 1944. The Statue of Liberty during restoration in 1984 to 86, New York City. A woman at a New Year's Eve party in Germany leans on an oversized bottle of champagne while making a toast, circa 1925. Louise Ciccone, Madonna, with her brothers, sisters, stepmother and uncle. 1970. Princess Diana breaking royal protocol to take part in the mother's race at Prince Harry's school, doing it barefoot to run faster, 1991. Children's Traffic Park, Finland, 1960. Serial killer Edmund Kemper, 10 years apart, 1964 versus 1974. The Westland Hill Pterodactyl, Mark V, was an experimental tailless aircraft. England, 1935. A referee helps Italian Dorando Pietri cross the finish line of the Marathon London Olympics 1908. At a bicycle rally, England, 1951. Moose riding in Canada, 1902. A girl in a wedding dress and a Sorkel headdress, 1899. First United States Olympics team, 1896. The Teton Dam failure in Rexburg, Idaho, June 5, 1976, the highest dam ever breached. The poster reads, "If Khrushchev can eat here, why can't we?" A protest against the ban on blacks entering white-only establishments 1959. Boeing 221, a Momo Mail passenger plane in flight, United States, 1930s. German soldiers prepare a chlorine gas attack, Poland, World War I, 1915. Lillian Boyer hangs inverted from an airplane using her leg, circa 1920s. On August 20th, 1960, the first living creatures launched into space. The dogs Belka and Strelka returned to Earth. (1943). A German motorcyclist rode along Russian roads. The downing of a CC-108 Caribou military transport aircraft. Vietnam, 1965. Football player John Sweatlock catching a whole turkey without excellent form, 1947. Here's model Medel Hiegler wearing a whole bunch of bizarre jewellery made by Salvador Dali. Henri Rechatin, a French tightrope walker, performing a stunt on the roof of a Renault 4CV. The American flying ace Lieutenant Colonel Louis Edward Kurds, who shot down planes from all three Axis powers as well as one American. Philippines, 1945. Moroccan bride and some of her servants, Fez, circa 1940. Martin L. King Jr. along with his father Martin L. King Sr. and his son Martin L. King III, 1960. Adolf Hitler, bowing to the King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel III, Rome, 1938. Jane Mansfield at Deauville, France giving a concert, 1963. Dancer. Miss Gilmore poses on the roof of the Broadway Theatre for English artist McCutcheon, New York City, United States, 1925. Actress Tippi Hedren reads a newspaper while lying on her pet, 1971. Winston Churchill firing a Thompson submachine gun during a military demonstration in the United Kingdom, 1940. High wire bike stunt. Catch of Norwegian whalers, West Spitsbergen, 1905. Underwater ping pong game flanked by a shark. An assembly worker in front of a full-scale model of the first Soviet bomb, 1949. French soldiers using liquid fire to good advantage in front-line trenches in France, 1916. A German Mercedes crashed at the 1955 Le Mans race on June 11th. A girl demonstrates a new special protective face mask and knee pads for playing basketball, 1927. Paul Newman, set of The Left-Handed Gun, 1958. Elizabeth Taylor, 1957. Circus performer Millie Kays swallowing the head of a 12-foot python in the bar of the Peggy Bradford Hotel. Hunters killing fur seals on St. Paul Island, Alaska, 1890s. High school girls study a Kalashnikov assault rifle at an NVP lesson, USSR, 1980s. The Beatles, Dallas, 1964. British naval officers at the coffin of Sir Winston Churchill in Westminster Hall, London, before his funeral, January 1965. Danish model Winnie Holman, Cannes, 1975. The American Winter Jeep, soldiers of the 644th Ordnance Depot using one of the cars which has been fitted with a plastic teardrop enclosure, complete with wipers, spotlight, and screen defroster, 1945. Paul and Linda McCartney cross Abbey Road with a pony, 1977. The first bulletproof vests in the assault units of the German Army, World War I. Vyacheslav Molotov, James Burns, Charles Bolan, Harry Truman, William Leahy, and Joseph Stalin in Potsdam, Germany, July 17, 1945. A downed airplane gets stuck in the branches near Brussels, 1915. The photo shows soldiers climbing up the trunk to help the pilot. Steve McQueen and Jane Mansfield at the Los Angeles Examiner Grand Prix, 1959. "18-year-old exotic dancer Micheline Bernardini models the first bikini, named after the United States nuclear bomb testing at Bikini Atoll, 1946. Saddam Hussein arrives on a friendly visit to the USSR, 1972. Pope John XXIII blesses his Mercedes-Benz 300, 1960. An Aboriginal man photographs his fellow tribesmen off the north coast of Queensland, Australia, March 18, 1929. In 1921, over 80,000 people attended heavyweight championship boxing match between George Carpentier and Jack Dempsey. John Lennon and Salvador Dali, Paris, 1969. The Great Paris Flood of 1910. Princess Diana rides a log flume with her sons Prince William and Prince Harry in 1993. Vaz 2802-02. Pony, after Vaz's attempt to make a light truck, 1980. United States soldiers with local kids in Butkenbach, Belgium during the Battle of the Bulge, January 1945. Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia and Queen Elizabeth in 1958. An old GMC logging truck in Oregon, 1917. Captured Russian armor shield with embrasures for shooting from different positions, World War I. Dessau after the bombing, Germany, April 1945. Carpolo, Canada, 1920s. Hillary Rodham was a top elementary school student who played baseball, skated, wore a Girl Scout uniform, and dreamed of one day becoming captain of the school cheerleading squad, 1960. Iconic 1936 photograph of Lampião, Brazil's greatest and most notorious outlaw. Alan Hogarth trying on his invention, shoes designed to let him walk on water. Vought V173, the creation of the American designer Charles Zimmerman, who developed it during World War II at Vought. After testing, the vertical takeoff and landing aircraft was supposed to become a naval fighter. A skilled woman can even lift sausages, 1960s. Snowball vendor, New York, 1983. Pin-up queen and Playboy star Betty Page in a cheetah, United States, 1954. Jerry Hall, 1978. Soviet, British and American sailors at Grafskaya Wharf in Sevastopol during the Yalta Conference, 1945. Tree camouflage, Pas de Calais, France, May 15, 1918. John Lennon and Yoko Ono in 1968. Royal bodyguards for King Abdulaziz of Saudi Arabia in 1947. Hillary Clinton as a congressional intern, summer 1968. Marie Devereaux, 1959, a truly talented actress. Cadillac de Ville in front of the destroyed presidential palace, Grozny, 1995. Freddie Mercury. The Romanian army goes over to the side of the protesters, 1989. Workers and an orchestra on the construction of the White Sea-Baltic Canal, Autonomous Karelian SSR USSR, 1931 to 1933. Erich Honecker, the longtime leader of East Germany, attending the opening of a gymnastics and sports festival in Leipzig, 1970s. Eva Braun doing gymnastics exercises on the shore of Lake Königssee, which is still considered the cleanest lake in Germany, 1942. The New Orleans prostitute, 1912. Ballerinas dance on the edge of a skyscraper in New York, 1925. Nearco, the world's most expensive stallion, emerges from his air raid shelter, United Kingdom, 1941. Stamford commuter train on the day of Kennedy's assassination, 1963. Brigitte Bardot in 1968. Brigitte Bardot, 1967. David Bowie visited Singapore, 1983. Leonardo DiCaprio left and his brother Adam United States, 1978. Georges Courtois taking hostage the whole court during his trial for bank robbery in Nantes, 1985. Iggy Pop recording at the Hit Factory in 1969. '50s drag racing. Flood, Mexico, 1967. Sarajevo on fire, Bosnia, 1993. Britain, 1920. Entrepreneur Joy Rides bought a Mark IV tank with its armament removed and converted it into a kind of bus. Benches for the ladies were installed inside the vehicle, and a wooden superstructure for the gentlemen was built on top. The Hysterical Patient, 1893. Bill Clinton during the United States congressional campaign, summer 1974.